What's up, everybody? It's your boy One Gun here, and today I am back, everybody. It seems like the lying man child of northern Michigan, I think it's more like the suburbs of uh, of Detroit. I think that's where he may stay, maybe. You know, who owns a fake animation studio. I mean, how can you call yourself a music producer when you're taking other people's music and bring it into Pro Tools that you don't know how to use and ripping the music apart? I mean, how? I mean, how you call yourself a music producer? Well, everything you learned about making music came from YouTube, dude. Yeah, went to school for music. Quit lying, Joe. Quit lying. Uh, and he said he's going to talk about some stuff. What is he talking about? He's talking about the farce that's his. He's talking about the force, the farce of him actually being an animator. Now he just said that I wasn't an animator, but I got my credentials. I don't have to show Joe anything. The thing about it is, we know Joe never got any education or had any technical skill in producing music or animation for that matter. So he sits there and pretends he's something that he's not around his little bitty computer that his mommy bought him. Here he is, folks. Here he is. Joe, how are you taking music that you didn't make to begin with and call yourself mastering it when the music was mastered already? How is that, Joe? How? Tell me how, Joe. If the music already existed before you even messed with it, how did you make the music? Because you didn't. I've heard the music you make from scratch, Joe, and it sounds like something from the 8-bit world of Nintendo, circa 87. You're nothing, dude. I mean, look at you. You're looking frustrated, aren't you? Frustrated because you don't know what you're doing. You've been working on this piece of crap. He's been, I think he took somebody else's music and decided he was going to destroy it again. But here we go, folks. Here we go. He opens up his hacked version of Pro Tools, and he gets in here to pretend that he's something that he's not. Here he is watching the fake video that he made with somebody who had Cinema 4D. And it's such a low quality copy of the original, it's not funny. So what he does is he goes back to the original one and claims that they used Truebones in it, and they didn't. No, they didn't. So I'm gonna go let Joe finish his show, so he can I don't know, so he can keep lying. But here he is again, folks, pretending to be something that he's not, and that's an artist. See, Joe is a talent thief. You know, he has to take other people's music and remix it down and make it horrible, more horrible than it was before, or make it worse than it was before, and then says, "Hey, everybody, look, this is Joe Mcpeek. Look at me, I'm making music. See, you know, it's like a little 12-year-old wanting attention, putting on tap shoes and a putting on tap shoes and a what they call it, a ballerina outfit, and dancing, and they don't know nothing of what they're doing. They just want attention because they're just making a lot of noise and a lot of ruckus. You know, this is what we're up against, folks. I mean, this is not what I'm up against because I've already proven who I am. Joe can't prove who he is, so that's why he keeps on saying what he keeps on saying. His favorite word, well, somebody whose name wasn't Gun, but he's actually, he didn't say my real name. That's fun. I mean, that's fun because Joe goes around. I mean, I got a whole bunch of aliases for Joe. I mean, just doing a simple search on Joe Mcpeek. Yeah, Joe Mcpeek, Joseph Mcpeek, Joseph Earl Mcpeek, Truebones, Jose Future. All these people are this one con man right here, all wrapped up in one big mess, and that's all we got. He wants to be something so bad, because his whole future revolves around his mom's garage. Did you see where he's waving his hand at? That's his world. That's Truebones Motion Studios. That's Jose Future. That's all the he made up all these fictional characters that he pretends to be, all in that little room that he's in. That's who he is, folks. A 51-year-old man who's pretending to be something else. Stalker. What else are you, Joe? Talent thief. And I've proven this, folks. I've proven Joe's a confirmed arrested stalker. He was arrested for stalking. I proved that his father stole the plane. I proved all this stuff, and Joe denounced it until it was true. Until it was found out to be true. See, Joe, you can only do so much for so long before somebody actually found out what type of animal you are. I've been found out what type of animal you are, and I got you in the blackball cage. See, blackball cage is when you can't sell nothing nowhere, and when you do try to sell something, well, people come to take it down. I've proven that many times, but Joe has yet to prove that I'm a worse person than he is. He has yet, I mean, he can't do it. He can't. He'll never be able to do it, because I'm not. Only the worst person in this whole battle has shown his face time after time after time and lost every time. So this is what I reduced him to. A yelling, screaming psychopath who has a mic and a camera. That's it. That's all he's ever going to be, folks. Nothing more, nothing less. He can't even do a simple. See, I'm gonna do an Indiegogo campaign. It's gonna launch. You know, one I was supposed to launch last year, but I held back until I got a decent lawyer. So if this fool comes after my stuff again, I got somebody who can go after him. You see, that's how it works. Because they say no, wait until you get a lawyer. So if he comes up and try to say that I took something from him, blah blah blah, you got a lawyer and whatever. And on top of that, folks, I'm going to be moving to a new location, and that means when Joe decides to take something down, see, Joe only took my stuff down so he can find out where I lived at. That's how he gets my address and everything. But when I move, I will have lawyers send him the stuff so Joe can tell people who are the lawyers who are contacting YouTube about him taking down my stuff again. You know, he's just a big fraud, and he's a stalker. He intentionally takes down people's stuff, not because of anything. Everybody always wondered, why come Joe keeps taking people's stuff down for no apparent reason? It's because Joe wants to know where you live so he can stalk you. That's it. That's what DMCA is. You have to get that information over, and I didn't know that at the time. But that's how Joe got to know where I live at, because he's been filing fake DMC claims on me. But that's okay. It works both ways, because he has to reveal his address, and once he did that, I called the FBI on him. They would talk to Joe. Yeah, did they, Joe? Oh, yeah, they did, Joe. They did. Because you made some threats against me and a whole bunch of other racist stuff. And on top of that, your theft, I reported it into him too. So they went to spoke to Joe, and Joe got on the freaking YouTube the next day yelling, "Oh, that wasn't good. He had me swatted. And for a whole freaking year, folks, he was going through this whole one gun got me swatted campaign, which didn't amount to nothing but him lying. Nobody swatted him. Nobody said nothing to him. They just went there to find out why you acting flipping crazy. Well, since I don't know if Joe gave him the right answer or what, but they gave him a warning and they walked away. Mr. I get swatted. Yeah, Joe, if you got swatted, it'd been all over the news. It'd been some type of newspaper. Somebody would report it. You would have had pictures. I mean, it would have been something. But nothing came about. Them fools went to your mom's door, knocked on the door, and she's like, "Oh, you want Joe? He lives in the garage." And they went to your little pathetic garage to find the little pathetic man who wishes to act like somebody. You see, you got a nobody trying to pretend he's a somebody, and that's what it is, folks. That's what it is, plain and simple. And I think I did this title once before. Plain and simple. He's a no one. He's no one. So when I ignore him for 5, 6, 8, maybe 10 videos, and then I make a video about him, you know, that's because he has no one else to talk to. If I lived in my garage and had no one else to talk to, I'd probably go as crazy, backwards crazy as hell. But no, I've taken my time out. I mean, since this whole pandemic thing started, I've been concentrating on working on my stuff, offline and online. I don't have to perform every day like he does. He has to perform. He has to lie. He has to become a whole different character so you people can see him act. That's what it is to Joe. It's a big act. That's what he wants. He wants to act. He wants to be a clown. He wants to be a buffoon. But, you know, all deep inside, he's only doing this because he's crying. Why my father had to leave at such a young age? Why my mom kicked me out the garage to live for forever? Why come every time I steal something, people keep catching me? It's because you're a jerk. That's all to it. So if you want to talk about me, fine. You can talk. You have every right to do it. But just remember, Joe, what you say can be used against you. Alright? Alright? So keep it up. Keep it up, lawnmower man. Keep it up. Anyway, everybody, I'll talk to you guys later. I just thought I'd just step in and just say a few words. I'm about to go and eat my dinner. This is One Gun. I'm signing out. Peace.